Good morning, YouTube. I'm just sitting here thinking. I just saw a Grassroots Amy video shoot by, like, no, Dad tells the school board what's up. Listen, it's a 2.5 minute video. And how many videos are going to be posted about depicting parents and grandparents and all that, yelling at the school board, reading sexually explicit stuff out of books to the school board while the school board giggles and snickers and frickin' jerks off underneath the tables and rolls their eyes and yawns and looks the other way and titters to themselves. How many times are we going to watch this and have them sit there and say, well, sir, ma'am, these children need to not be sheltered. They need to know these things are happening. I mean, or just sit there and say, thank you, Mr. Smith, when he's done telling them exactly what we all know is true, that these people are frickin' predators and everything. And why are these kids reading pornography in school? Why are they reading books that just tell blatant lies about the history? He's like, I'm okay with history that we all agree is true, even if it's not. He didn't say that. But if we think it was, that's okay. You can teach them that. But you're teaching them politically slanted, he says basically. And he said Reaganomics would ruin the world. He's like, that was proven not to be true, but it's in a book here. You're teaching kids that Reaganomics ruined everything. And I'm just like, how many videos are we going to post and be like, yeah, fuck the school board? This is doing nothing. The kids are not being pulled from school, except the ones whose parents can seem to figure out how to do it and afford to do it and however their lives have been arranged. So people just keep marching in, demanding that they stop doing this to their children. What are you doing? I was a very fearful parent because of what I'd been through. People trying to take my kids away all the time, well, the father, and it's just ridiculous. And I had the kahunas at some point to take them out. And when I sent them, I did a little homeschooling, which was ridiculous. I was trying to do school at home, which was it protected their psyches for a short time. Then I had them in a private school that was very small, which was PACE school. All I was trying to do was avoid the agenda being shoved down their throats and whatnot. I did a job, but even I had the nerve to pull them at certain points, especially the one time when they said, I knew I needed to take my son out. He was in second grade, and I pulled him out right away. I was like, look, for one, he wouldn't even do the work because he was impaired. He just sat there looking around all day, and they're like, oh, your kid's we're so angry with your child. I'm just like, well, first they tell me he's impaired, then they start screaming at him in a meeting, and I'm just like, what is your fucking problem? So anyway, I yanked him out of there immediately. And the reason I used when I called Don Scholl, he was in charge of it in Anne Arundel County in Maryland, I said, look, Don, did you hear the announcement that the school said because of Homeland Security and all these threats and school, that they can, that the school could at any time just lock down the school, put the kids on a bus and move them to an undisclosed location for an unknown amount of time or some bullshit. I said, do you understand this, Don? There is no way I'm letting my kid get picked up and moved to an undisclosed. Are you fucking? And he's like, I know, right? It's fucking ridiculous, man. So he gave me a waiver to take my kid out of school immediately. See, not everybody that works in the system is a fucking asshole. Just most of them, not all of them. Some of them are just trying to get to their retirement, check. You know what I'm saying? God bless their hearts. God bless Don Scholl. He was not a dick. He was totally down for homeschooling. And he was the school board admin, whatever he was. He was the high up. He was in charge of Anne Arundel County schools. And he's like, it's okay. I totally support homeschooling. I understand why people want to do this. Real human being. Thank you, Don. Hopefully you're still alive and kicking today. Hopefully he didn't get, swayed into, falling for the the Russian roulette game they were playing. Depends on what box your sticky thing came out of as to whether or not you're going to fall down within 20 minutes and gyrate on the floor while everybody watches, or whether, nothing's going to happen to you, or whether you're going to get violently ill for 2 weeks and be like, get the secondary, rhino or whatever it is. Or, you just never know what's going to happen. 8, 9, 10, 14 months later, die of a heart attack or whatever. No connection. None. Stroke out? It was those Twinkies you were eating. Shouldn't have been a smoker. Shouldn't have been doing this. Shouldn't have had that beer with dinner or whatever. They're going to blame you. They're going to blame you when you die. It was your fault. You died. Well, maybe we're all mortal. We're going to die. But I feel like they're helping us. They're helping us along. They're hastening. Because, life's boring, right? And they know we're trying to they know we're not happy here. They're trying to help us out. So I don't know how many videos we got to make of parents scolding the school board while they snicker at them. At this point, it's like, really? you're being mocked. Because they're just sitting there. I mean, so what if you're telling them the truth? And everybody's like, yay, that was the truth. So what happened? Nothing. We just do it again tomorrow. Do it again tomorrow. Do it again next week. Nothing's changing. Except you're all looking more and more compliant while you bitch, moan, and complain calmly in front of a microphone. Just like, wow. Peace out, YouTube.